Hello, I'm Scott with Sean's Photography. Today I'm going to go over the Liquify tool. Sometimes you have a model that wants to be a little skinnier than what they are. I normally just tell them, well, then lose weight because I don't like using the Liquify tool and I do not like doing edits like this. But sometimes you need to fix some hair or fix a small curve on the body that just doesn't look right in the pose. But we're going to go from um, this is more of an extreme version of Liquify in my case. So we're going to go from here to here. And so let's start out. When I start out with an image, I always make a duplicate. So let's go down here, drop it in, make duplicate. Since I'm working with a low res image, I can actually load the whole image into Liquify instead of actually coming over here to the selection tool and making a selection and using less area, and it's actually faster rendering if you use out sections. So see, if I just wanted to fix this little section, I would just square this out. If I was just fixing the hair, I'd square this out. But for this tutorial, we're going to not use the selections. So we're going to go up to the Liquify tool. First thing is we want to start out with a really good large brush. And I'm just going to start right here using about a quarter of the brush, and I'm going to start pushing in. And this makes the whole thing really subtle. It's not like a really big massive push. If I was right here in the center and start pushing, it pushes everything right here through the center. So I'm just pushing the edges. So I'm going to pull this in, and you want to make sure that you move from left to right or right to left, whichever way you want to start out. So I'm going to drop the brush a little bit smaller there. Then I'm going to kind of center up her body. There we go. All right. So there's my basic start. That's the lower half there, and it's looking pretty good. I'll refine it a little bit more as we go. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to start on the arm. I don't need that big of a brush, so we're going to start pushing the arm in. Again, if I came in here like this and did this, you're going to see it moves the whole thing, so we'll hit the undo. We just want to slightly push in the edges. The reason why I do a duplicate is because I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's a line here. You can see how my background has been pushed all the way over here. The reason why I do a duplicate is because when I get out of here, the background usually just stays seamless, and I don't have to do a lot of cloning or anything out. So that's the reason why. And we're going to push this over this way. Grip the arm a little more. And as we can tell, this girl is now looking really, really busty. And then, to me, there's nothing wrong with a busty woman, but it doesn't look realistic to me. So I'm going to use the pincher tool, and we're going to shrink her chest down just a little bit. So we're going to come in here, give it a couple taps, and tap, 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 tap. All right, looks good. Go back to the Liquify tool again. Push in, push in. Looks like it dropped down a little bit, so we're just going to push this up right there. All right. Now we're going to zoom in. I'm going to start to refine my liquifying here, so I'm going to give her a little bit more hip. And if you don't use a large brush, what happens is you'll get these little pinches in your skin, and you'll have to come in and fix it, or you'll have to clone it out. It's nice to use the large brush so you get a nice even transition. A thing here is what makes women look like they have a little pouch in front is usually this line, that and this shadow line. This will have to be dodged out later if I wanted to make a realistic look that she doesn't have this little poof pouch here in the front. All right, and let's fix the chin area. So I'm gonna go back in the Liquify tool. And the reason why I go in and out is because if I make a mistake, I don't have to go all the way back to the beginning, and it just makes it a lot easier for me. Sure, there's a history, but the history is only for each liquefying action that I'm doing, and if I did everything all at once, it would go all the way back to the beginning, and we just don't need to go all the way back to the beginning. We just want to do it in sections. So I'm going to fix this hair here. And again, like I said, I have no problem with full-figured models, and I don't have a problem with women's sizes. I think everyone is beautiful, no matter what size they are. It's all on the inside what counts, not what's on the outside. So I'm going to fix this. That. I'll bring her chin, or not her chin, but her jaw up just a little bit. Bring the hair over a little, shorten up her face. Bring this in. And when I bring that in, of course I have to bring the arm in, or else it just makes the arm wider, and we don't want that. And hit OK. Then we're going to come back in here to my history tool. I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to make sure we don't mess up the mouth there. And I'm going to go back in one more time, and then I'm going to call it good. I'm just going to bring the leg in just a little skinnier here, right here. And we're done. Of course, it's not going to match up with my other picture, so if I actually went over here, it's not going to look the same because there's no exact science to this whole situation. So again, you can see this little spot here that I can get from, and if I take off this background, you can see where it goes like this. All I do is put a mask on here, grab my gradient tool, and slide it this way. And then I just grab my gradient tool, slide it this way a couple times, and that pretty much gives me that seamless background again. Well, my name is Scott with Sean's Photography, and this is the Liquify tool, and this is the extreme version. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and thank you for watching.